Good day, everyone. Today, our group will be talking about something that powers not just homes but also hopes renewable energy. So, let's dive in a little more deeper about this topic. So, for the introduction, renewable energy is energy that comes from natural sources that are constantly replenished, like sunlight, wind, water, and biomass. It is clean, sustainable, and essential in reducing our dependence on fossil fuels and combating climate change. So, in short, ang renewable energy is nature's gift, free, unlimited, and environmental friendly. It helps us build a future where we don't rely on dirty, harmful fuels. The next, why a roadmap of renewable energy. Transitioning to renewable energy requires planning. This roadmap helps us organize our efforts across 10 years, aligning government support, new technologies, skilled workers, and community participation. It's not just about installing solar panels, it's about building a future ready energy ecosystem. Then, switching to renewable energy is a big change, and big changes need a clear plan. That's what a roadmap is for. So, ang roadmap is like a guide or timeline. It shows what steps we need to take over the next 10 years to reach our goal of clean and sustainable energy. And hindi lang yon ay solar panels lang. It's about creating a whole energy ecosystem that is clean, smart, and ready for the future. So in short, ang renewable energy roadmap helps us stay organized, focused, united as we move toward a cleaner and brighter tomorrow. Next is the brief history of energy resources.
Let's take a look at how our use of energy has changed over time. In the earliest days, humans relied on biomass, mainly wood and fire, for basic needs like cooking and staying warm. This was simple but effective for small communities. Then came the 1700s and the Industrial Revolution. This was a turning point in history when coal became widely used to power factories, trains, and early industrial machines. It allowed industries to grow and cities to expand, but it also started our heavy dependence on fossil fuels. As we moved on into the 1800s and 1900s, oil and natural gas began to rise. These sources were more efficient than coal and quickly became the backbone of modern life, powering cars, planes, homes, and businesses. Electricity became more accessible and life changed dramatically. By the 1900s to 2000s, fossil fuels were everywhere, but with that came serious issues. Pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and growing awareness of climate change. People started to realize that our way of using energy wasn't sustainable. This led to a major shift in thinking. In the 1970s, an oil crisis pushed countries to look for other options like solar and wind energy. That crisis planted the seed for the renewable energy movement. Now, from 2000s to today, thanks to new technology and global concern about the climate, renewable energy is growing fast. Wind, solar, hydro, and other clean sources are becoming more common as we work toward a more sustainable future. Now, let's talk about why this shift to renewable energy matters, especially when we look at the impacts of non-renewable energy like coal, oil, and gas. First, the environmental implications. To extract these resources, we have to dig, drill, and mine, which destroys forests, mountains, and habitats. Animals lose their homes, and ecosystems are damaged. Oil spills and toxic waste can leak into the water and soil, causing long-term harm. And burning fossil fuels adds harmful gases to the air, contributing to acid rain, global warming, and climate change. Next are the economic effects. Extracting and transporting fossil fuels requires a lot of investment, big machines, pipelines, and infrastructure. On top of that, countries that depend heavily on selling oil or gas can suffer financially when prices drop. And because these systems are built around old technologies, it slows down innovation. We get stuck in outdated ways of doing things. Then there are the social implications. Fighting over energy resources has caused geopolitical conflicts, even wars. Workers in the fossil fuel industry, especially in mining and drilling, often face dangerous conditions. And perhaps most importantly, many developing countries rely on expensive fuel imports. This can trap them in energy poverty, where they don't have reliable, affordable energy to power homes, schools, or hospitals. So, in short, non renewable energy comes with a high cost, not just financially, but also to our health, safety, and environment. That's why we move forward toward renewable energy is not just a trend, it's a necessity.
Types of renewable energy. These are energy resources that naturally renew themselves over time, meaning they won't run out the way fossil fuels eventually will. Unlike coal, oil, and gas, renewable energy sources produce little to no greenhouse gas emissions, making them much more environmentally friendly and sustainable in the long run. Solar energy. Solar energy is the most abundant renewable energy source available to us. In fact, sun provides more energy in an hour than the entire world uses in a year. What's great is that solar energy can still be captured even on cloudy days, making it a highly dependable option in many climates. There are two main ways we harness solar energy. First, through photovoltaic panels, which directly convert sunlight into electricity, and through concentrated solar power systems, which uses mirrors to focus sunlight and generate heat that can then produce electricity. Next, we have the wind energy. It captures the power of moving air to generate electricity. Large wind turbines, often seen on open land or out of sea, spin when wind blows through them, converting kinetic energy into usable electrical energy. There are two main types of wind farms: onshore wind farms, which are located on land, and offshore wind farms, which are set up in sea or freshwater areas where winds are typically stronger and more consistent. Moving on, we have geothermal energy. It taps into the Earth's natural heat, which lies beneath our feet. This heat comes from the Earth's core and is accessible in certain regions through geothermal reservoirs. We harness it by drilling wells to extract hot water or steam, which can then be used for direct heating, such as warming buildings or greenhouses, or generating electricity in geothermal power plants. It is one of the greatest strengths of geothermal energy that it's extremely reliable and consistent, unlike solar or wind, which depend on the weather. Lastly, we have the hydropower, which is also known as hydroelectric energy. It uses the force of moving water to produce electricity. This is often done by capturing water in a reservoir behind a dam, then releasing it to turn turbines, or by using natural flow of rivers. Because water is constantly moving through the water cycle, evaporating, forming clouds, and falling as rain, it provides a renewable source of energy. Hydropower is currently the largest source of renewable electricity in the world. However, it does have some limitations. It depends heavily on stable rainfall and water flow, which can be affected by droughts and climate change. Additionally, building large dams can impact local ecosystems and communities.
So for our roadmap, we start our plans on 2025 with campaigning for awareness of renewable energy partnered with various medias, together with Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Department of Energy, and Department of Science and Technology. 2025 also proposed tax breaks, subsidies, and loan for solar and energy efficient systems, along with giving government subsidies for households and small to medium enterprises. 2025 also pilots bio-LPG projects in farms by converting farm and organic waste into biogas, refining it into clean-burning bio-LPG, and providing a sustainable energy solutions for rural communities. Solar kits and biogas starter systems are also planned to be distributed to pilot a net zero system where homes and buildings produce as much energy as they consume. Microgrids are also established in rural areas to ensure energy access, sustainability, and resilience in underserved communities, supporting both local development and government energy goals. Launching TESDA or CHED certified programs involving necessary skills for installation and maintenance of renewable energy systems are also planned this year. This year also presents partnership with local government units for deployment of engineers specialized in renewable energy systems. 2026 introduced the use of larger, more powerful lithium-ion battery systems designed to store energy for short-term use, helping balance supply and demand in renewable energy systems and improving grid stability. This year marks the beginning of our long-term goal to research and develop cutting-edge technologies in solar energy, green hydrogen, and other innovative renewable energy sources alongside with exploring effective storage solutions. These efforts aims to accelerate the transition to a sustainable energy future by enhancing a energy generation and ensuring a reliable and efficient storage systems. On 2027, the introduction of fast charging EV stations that can recharge electric vehicle in under 2 hours plays a crucial role in expanding the adoption of electric vehicles by expanding and reducing downtime and enhancing the convenience of long distance travel, thus supporting a sustainable and low emission transportation in the future. Smart meters enable real-time energy tracking and data integration allows for better grid management. So net metering expansion lets consumers send excess energy back to the grid and earning credit and promoting a renewable energy use. This year also starts the development of technical expertise and partnerships with DOST for biogas, focusing on cutting-edge technologies to drive innovation and efficiency in renewable energy, smart systems, and sustainable infrastructures. On 2028, we focused on expanding feed-in tariffs and enhancing buyback policies to encourage renewable energy generation. These initiatives provides guaranteed payments for excess energy sent to the grid, supporting clean energy adoption and improving grid reliability. This year, we will also launch energy trading education programs to equip stakeholders uh, with the necessary skills and knowledge to engage in energy markets, fostering informed decision making and supporting a more efficient and sustainable energy future. We will also introduce a mandate for the closure of coal energy power plants and implement a ban on the development of new non-renewable power plants, advancing our commitment to reducing carbon emission and promoting the shift to renewable energy sources. On 2029, after the mandate for the closure of non-renewable plants, we aim to develop new renewable energy plants to support the goal of electrifying 50% of the urban areas with renewable energy, ensuring cleaner power sources, reduced carbon emission, and more resilient urban energy infrastructures. This year, we will also partner with the UST to pilot the use of biogas as an alternative fuel for public utility vehicles, converting organic waste into clean energy for transport. This initiative will reduce greenhouse gas emission, lower fuel expenses for the drivers, and support waste-to-waste innovation in collaboration with local research institutions. We will also launch biogas as a service for local We will also launch biogas as a service for local farmers to provide accessible clean energy and waste solutions, while promoting home electricity optimization through smart technologies and efficient appliances. At the institutional level, we will also upgrade facilities into full net zero government buildings and begin retrofitting. At the institutional level, we will also upgrade facilities into full net zero government buildings and begin retrofitting commercial and industrial buildings to reduce emissions, lower energy costs, and support national sustainable goals. We will also develop a digital trading platform to enable real-time energy transactions and market participation alongside with deploying a energy management system to monitor, control, and optimize energy uses across sectors for greater efficiency and reliability. This year also aims to deploy utility-scale battery storage systems to stabilize the grid and store excessive renewable energy and ensure a reliable power supply during peak demands or outages, and integrate AI and automation into biogas production to optimize waste inputs and monitor system performance and increase efficiency and output biogas systems. Lastly, this year also starts our long-term goals to pilot offshore wind infrastructures, transition all government buildings, and facilitate to renewable energy, and to develop island-wide renewable energy grids to ensure sustainable, reliable, and widespread clean energy access.
In 2030, it is a start of a timeline in reaching 50% in rural RE utilization. Also, the start of integrating RE in our public transportation through partnership with LTFRB's electrified PUV routes. The developing of Internet of Things will also start, the culmination of all utilized technology in RE revolution. It uses smart grids, IoT devices, cloud computing, and data analytics to enable real-time monitoring, automation, and efficient energy management. There will be also a pilot P2P trading that allows citizens to share and monetize their generated energy. It will use an energy management system and a digital trading platform. There will be also a campaign regarding energy trading education during this period. For 2031, start of utilizing the developed island-wide grid infrastructure to reach 100% RE islands communities. It is also the beginning of constructing ultra-fast charging station through R&D in energy storage to boost EV adoption in the country. Biogas in PUV with partnership of DOST and biogas as a service for farmers and commercial establishments to use. In 2031, it will also introduce net zero government facilities supported by local RE production, together with retrofitting old commercial and industrial buildings with integration of RE. Utilizing home electricity consumption optimization by using IoT sensors in home appliances will be also applied this year. Additionally, the first batch of local innovation from energy storage (R&D) will be deployed completely. Moreover, banning the approval for developing non-renewable power plant will take effect, together with banning of collecting biodegradable waste in industrial or commercial buildings to pressure them to use biogas technology. For 2032, expanding the P2P trading to fully operational nationwide with the guidance of P2P regulation gathered from the pilot P2P energy trading platform. It will be also the finishing stages for the newly developed RE sites, as well as we will reach 50% RE adoption in urban districts. In 2032, start of RE integration in institutions like universities and public spaces like parks. It will also begin the internal biogas generation of industrial commercial establishments. Innovation from solar, hydrogen, and energy storage will kick in once again from local R&D. And utilizing nanotech and biotech will also be adapted from the studies from technical experts, especially in material engineering. In this year, old coal power plants will be decommissioned one by one. For 2033, the pilot P2P trading will come to a close since the country is transitioning to the fully operational platform. It will also fine-tune the P2P regulation and the fine-tuning of P2P regulation will conclude to have a solid supervision for the fully operational market on its second year of running. Research and development in 2033 will come to a close and shift to focus in alternative RE resources such as hydrogen and offshore wind. And for 2034, it focuses on maintaining and supporting our long-term goals and objectives. And lastly, for 2035, the P2P market is adopted by most households with blockchain integration. 50% rural utilization is achieved. RE islands grids are fully developed, ensuring stable electricity supply for disconnected island from national grid. Popular landmarks and public places will have RE integration to their infrastructure. Internet of Energy will mature, allowing connection of energy systems with digital technologies and the internet to enhance how electricity is produced, delivered, and used. There will be charging stations every 10 kilometers with less than an hour of fully charging an electric vehicle. All biodegradable waste-producing establishments will have their own biogas digesters, and biogas will be available to buy in the market as a substitute for LPG and butane. At 2035, closure of all coal plants in the country will take effect, and lastly, continuous discoveries and innovation for RE from our local research and development will sprout. In summary, after 10 years, we will have 50% of households in the country are integrated. There will be P2P trading platform to support energy trading within the community. Most of the infrastructure in the Philippines will be RE powered, whether it is public or private. Internet of Energy is present in our grid, and biogas will be commercialized like buying LPG on stores.